Welcome to this Miles by Foot guide to the Washington Metro Rapid Transit System and how to connect between the capital region's three main airports. Washington, D.C. is one of only two metropolitan areas in the United States with three commercial airports connected through regional transit. Today's video covers the basics of the Washington Metro and how to transit between Washington Dulles, IAD, west of the capital, Baltimore-Washington Airport, BWI, to the east, and Reagan National, DCA, just south of the District of Columbia. Sometimes travel requires changing airports, either because something went wrong and you've got to fly in or out of somewhere else, or you planned it to take advantage of a better connection or a better price. If you find this video useful, please like and subscribe and comment below if you have questions or comments about your experience. This guide was filmed at different times from 2021 to 2023, and the fares and connection information are current as of January 2025. Let's transit. The Metrorail system has 6 lines, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and silver, serving nearly 100 unique stations, all accessible using the same ticketing system. Each line has a terminus on each end, which is how Metrorail identifies the direction a train is going. Washington Dulles is at the far end of the silver line, and DCA is on the yellow and blue lines. BWI is more complex, so let's cover Dulles and DCA first. The Washington Dulles station is above ground on the far side of the pickup zones at the therein terminal, and it can be reached from the terminal via an underground walkway. To purchase a Metro ticket, use one of the fare vending machines in any Metrorail station to purchase a plastic SmarTrip card, which stores your credit, or download the SmarTrip app. Fares will vary depending on when you travel and how far, and if you need to transfer lines. For transit between Dulles and DCA either direction, you'll pay the maximum one-way price of $6.75. A one-day Metrorail pass with unlimited rides and transfers costs $13.50, the same as 2 maximum fare rides. If you miscalculate the fare, though, there are exit fare kiosks where you pay the difference before leaving your arriving station. Connecting between Dulles and DCA is the easiest. From Dulles, you'll ascend to the platform and board the next train heading towards downtown Largo, which usually uses the southern platform closest to the terminal. Once aboard, you'll ride it for 14 stops to Roslyn. Each stop is announced, and the last stop before Roslyn is Courthouse, so get ready. Once you alight at Roslyn, you'll go down one level to catch the connecting train to DCA. You're looking for a blue line train heading towards Franconia Springfield. Once on board, you'll ride the Blue Line train 5 stops to Ronald Reagan Washington National Airport. When in doubt, follow the luggage. Once you alight at Reagan National, you'll tap your SmarTrip card and emerge at the departure level. Walk across the elevated walkway to the main terminal. If you're going from DCA to Dulles, you'll do the same trip in reverse. Board a Blue Line train, but heading towards downtown Largo, ride it 5 stops, then alight at Roslyn. You'll still go downstairs at Roslyn to catch the Silver Line, this time towards Ashburn. Ride the Silver Line 14 stops and alight at Dulles. Go downstairs and use the underground tunnel to reach the terminal. Connecting between DCA and Dulles either direction will take about an hour and 30 minutes, depending on traffic and time of day. If you're connecting between flights at each airport, I'd allow at minimum 4 hours from the arrival of one flight to the departure of the next, or 6 hours if your arrival is international. Getting to and from BWI is trickier. BWI isn't directly connected to the Metrorail system, but both Amtrak and the local commuter train service, called the MARC train, connect 2 Metrorail stops to BWI's own rail station. Both Amtrak and MARC stop at Union Station in downtown Washington on the Metro's Red Line, and at New Carrollton, the eastern terminus of the Orange Line. The MARC train is easier when traveling a short distance, and it's much cheaper, while Amtrak is slightly faster and has slightly more frequent service. Both Amtrak and MARC tickets can be purchased using their own apps or at the fare vending machines found in each of these stations, most of which accept cash too. The MARC train to and from BWI to New Carrollton costs $7, and from BWI to and from Union Station costs $8. The same service on Amtrak purchased day of costs between $13 and $30, but this is more subject to change than the MARC fares. The train station at BWI has 2 platforms, and the far platform, accessed by an elevated walkway, carries service to the capital, while arriving passengers from Washington will alight on the near platform. The shuttle service stop is across the crosswalk just inside the parking garage at the BWI train station. I cover this station and shuttle more in my BWI video, which you can watch here. Once you've departed BWI and you arrive at a metro station, you'll need to purchase a SmarTrip card and fare to get to either DCA or Dulles, which from New Carrollton costs $6.75 for both, or from Union Station you can get to DCA for $3.10 or to Dulles for $6.75. New Carrollton to Dulles is straightforward. Ride the only Orange Line trains departing New Carrollton 5 stops to Stadium Armory, alight, and wait for a Silver Line train going towards Ashburn, which uses the same platform and side. Ride the Silver Line 26 stops to Dulles. In reverse, from Dulles to New Carrollton, ride the Silver Line towards downtown Largo 9 stops to East Falls Church, alight, and wait for an Orange Line train on the same platform and side, towards New Carrollton. Then ride it all the way till its terminus. Go downstairs to the MARC station to purchase your ticket. From BWI's landside terminal, the shuttle to the rail station departs every 20 minutes or so from several rally points outside, 24 hours a day with a 10-minute ride. Getting from BWI's rail station to Union Station or New Carrollton takes between 40 minutes and 2 hours, depending on how lucky you are with train schedules. Then from New Carrollton to DCA takes about an hour, or from New Carrollton to Dulles is a little under 2 hours. If you're connecting between BWI and Dulles, the transit time will take between 3 and 5 hours, mostly dependent on commuter train timing. So I frankly wouldn't want to connect like this unless I had a morning arrival at one airport and an evening departure at the other. No less than 7 or 8 hours to connect between Dulles and BWI, or 6 hours between DCA and BWI. There's no doubt that the most convenient airport to visit the District of Columbia is DCA, with direct Metrorail connections to key stations near famous attractions without needing a car. The Washington Mall, for example, is easily accessible from the Smithsonian Station, 11 stops from DCA on a Blue Line train heading towards downtown Largo, or L'Enfant Plaza, 4 stops away on a Yellow Line train heading towards Mount Vernon Square, or the Washington Nationals Baseball Stadium 2 stops past L'Enfant Plaza after transferring to the Green Line towards Branch Avenue. Our capital's transit system is one of its greatest assets for both locals and visitors, and although navigating it might seem intimidating at first, the ability to transit entirely on trains makes getting between airports a real possibility, even though the farthest 2 are more than 40 miles apart. In a country that frankly gets a lot of negative press for its car-centered infrastructure, the Washington Metro and commuter rail connections work to overturn the trend. I hope that the next time you're in our nation's capital, you take the opportunity to enjoy the city this way, and see everything that one of my favorite cities in the world has to offer. If you liked this video, please consider subscribing to Miles by Foot and turning on notifications to stay connected to new videos. I publish airport tours, aviation, and transit videos every few weeks. This is the final video of this trip, and by the time you see this, I'll have just completed my next journey with more videos to follow, including several often requested airports finally getting their own tours. Until then, thanks for watching, and keep moving forward.